headphones so you guys can actually hear me. All right, here we go. Let's see. Let's give a better view of where the heck I'm going. There we go. Hello, everyone. I am un Mexicano in Wisconsin, and today I'm going to drive from the picturesque city of Manitowoc to Green Bay, Wisconsin. It'll be a short drive, maybe 40 minutes. I gotta go see somebody at the. I had a client to help today here in Manitowoc County at the courthouse, and then I had. I have to go to help another person in Green Bay, Wisconsin. So that's what I'm going to do. This here is Manitowoc, Wisconsin, which kind of looks like your average small town in Wisconsin, except that it is by lake. What's the name of the lake? Lake Michigan. So I'm gonna try to go down by the lake shore real quick before we take Highway 29 west towards Green Bay, Wisconsin. And I don't know how long this signal is gonna last, because I am gonna be going to parts of Wisconsin that I don't know how good the cell coverage is. One of the last nice, beautiful days in Wisconsin. Well, that's not true. It's always beautiful in Wisconsin, but it is going to be. It's one of those nice last days in Wisconsin that it's not going to be. The cold hasn't arrived yet, but it's on its way. The cold, it's on its way. Sorry if the camera's a little bit crooked, but there in the background, there is the lake. Oh goodness, this road's a little bit bumpy, and it doesn't help that this thing is bumpy too. Okay, so I'm gonna turn here just real quick to show. There it is, Lake Michigan. A little bit of a beach right there, and there's Lake Michigan as seen from Manitowoc, Wisconsin. And then behind that tree, I don't know if you guys can see that little lighthouse. There it is, the lighthouse. Can you guys see it? Maybe not anymore. But yep, that's Lake Michigan. That's where I'm starting right now. Hi, Analia. Helping you learn how to drive. It's messing this up. Should have fixed that first. Oh well. And this is not a very nice part of Manitowoc. I'm sorry. I'm not in Manitowoc. I'm an idiot. Sorry, disclaimer, I am not in Manitowoc, I'm in Kewaunee. I'm an idiot. I just realized that I wrote on my description that I was in Manitowoc. I am not in Manitowoc, I'm in Kewaunee. If anybody from Wisconsin ever sees this, I apologize, because I am in the beautiful little town of Kewaunee, which is a beautiful little picturesque town. I don't know how big Kewaunee is, but it's very small. And the courthouse is itty bitty too. I think it has 2 courtrooms. And I'm in the wrong place. I need to turn right. Where in the heck am I now? I'm lost now. Oh, there I am. Yeah, okay, sorry. And so I'm assuming this is kind of like a downtown Manitowoc. Okay, now we are going to head west towards Green Bay, Wisconsin, where the Packers play. And there we go. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm seeing. Well, you can't see everything that I see, but hopefully you guys got a good view of where I'm going. Earlier today, it's beautiful blue sky today. It's supposed to be higher in the 60s, low 60s, and then it's going to start to get progressively cooler as the year progresses. That's life in Wisconsin. You might be able to see some trees are beginning to change leaf color, like this tree coming up on the right. Get a little bit brown there, so I saw a few leaves on the ground when I got to court here. Kind of cool. I might do that. I might do a drive to Door County when the leaves begin to start change code a little bit more. Don't know. Might do it, might not do it. We'll see what happens. I am going 30 miles an hour, which I think might be going a little bit too fast for this part of Kewaunee County. But yeah, so again, I am not in Manitowoc. I apologize. I am in Kewaunee County, and this is the county seat, the town or city of Kewaunee. Small, nice little town. Nice people. I mean, I have not had much interaction here with people, but the little interaction I've had with the nice folks of this town, it's always been very pleasant. Last night I had the little ones at my house, and I should say that, I was up making sure that they went to bed early, that they brushed their teeth, stuff like that. But honestly, I fell asleep early last night. I've been very tired. I've been kind of stressed, so I've been kind of tired. Just work being stressed, giving me stress. But, I guess all jobs give people stress, right? Part of living. It's a little bit cloudy down in the Fox Valley where I live, but it's nice and sunny here. So I said earlier, about a half an hour, 45-minute drive where I'm going. I'm actually going to, oh geez. Well, I was going to try to stop at the jail and see someone there, but I don't know if I'll have time to do it because it's almost noon and I have to be somewhere at 1 in Green Bay today. So we'll see. But heading west on 29. Hello, viewer. I have to make the correction. I am not driving from Manitowoc. I'm driving from Kewaunee. I have never accused myself of being the smartest person around. So yeah, I made that mistake. If you're here hoping to see Manitowoc, sorry. It's Highway 29 west from Kewaunee to Green Bay. I apologize. But anyway, so according to this sign, we're only 23 miles from Green Bay. Okay, so maybe we'll be only about a half an hour drive. Beautiful day in Wisconsin. Beautiful day in northeastern Wisconsin. Just leaving the nice town of Kewaunee and now entering a more rural part of Wisconsin between Kewaunee and Green Bay. There's a couple of towns. In fact, there's a little town called Poland that we're going to go through. Obviously, I'm guessing a lot of Polish people settled in this area, and that's why they call that town Poland. There's also a Denmark, Wisconsin around here somewhere between, well, probably more south of Green Bay. But yeah, leaves beginning to change a bit. Not quite there yet. I think it's more towards the end of this month that the leaves begin to change around this area. End of September, beginning of October. But this is rural Wisconsin, which I guess in some way looks like rural everywhere else. Except that, well, all the Midwest we have trees, right? But I was in South Texas a couple of weeks ago and it looks like this, except that not as many trees. Certainly not as many coniferous trees, not many pine trees. So yeah, I just helped the guy up here at the courthouse here in Kewaunee, and I'm gonna go try to help another guy in the courthouse but in Green Bay, which is just west of here. This time of the year, you have a lot of the farmers that they set up, well, and a lot of people that plant stuff, they set up their corn stalls on the side of the road. You just saw a sign for pumpkins. Those are coming up now too, so people are selling those. And other veggies and some fruits as well. I think the markets, the farmers market down in Appleton, I think that's done for the year. Or maybe not, maybe this Saturday I'll go for a walk in the morning and see if it's still open. One thing that I've been playing around with is I want to see if I can use I know I can connect my my GoPro to my phone, but I don't know is that if I can do that and then simultaneously live stream via Twitch with that, because my GoPro, it has a little anti-shaking whatever technology, so it won't be as shaky as my phone. So yeah, I'll probably try to do that, figure out how to do it. I know that I have my headphones on. I hope you guys can hear me. I know when I did like a minute stream before I started this one, and I had forgotten to plug in my headphones. So just me talking went through the thing, so we'll have to see. So yeah, this is a 55-mile-an-hour state highway. And yeah, I might be going a little bit faster than that. I need to be somewhere in Green Bay at 1, but I need to go visit someone at the jail to sign some documents. So I don't think I'm going to be able to do it though before. So I think I'm going to have to I have to meet someone at 1 o'clock and do something. Then I'll probably double back and go to the jail, and then because I'm meeting this person just outside of the courthouse at 1. I need to sign some paperwork. Then I have to go to the jail to get somebody else to sign some other paperwork. Well, at 1 I have to sign paperwork, and then I have to review some documents. But then I have to go back to the courthouse. I think it's at 2 actually for a court hearing. I think that's right. The problem is I can't check because I need my phone to check, and I'm using my phone to stream. And to be honest with you, I don't even know if I have connection right now. I guess I could try to see if my phone, I can look at my calendar in my phone. Jeez, idiot. In my watch. But I don't know if I can do that and drive at the same time. Email. Nope. Oh, you know what? I think because I'm live streaming, my phone, my watch is not connected to my phone now. So I think what I'm going to do is just enjoy the drive in this beautiful part of Wisconsin. Lots of trees. Kind of quiet area. Some of the farmers have already picked, or not picked, but have begun to harvest whatever they planted. I know corn. I've seen some cornfields that are clean now. A little bit of wheat fields are also clean. And then there's like coming up here to the left, it's a cornfield. I'm assuming by now they picked the corn already. Hey, Analia. Good to see you. Yeah, it's a cornfield here to the left, and yeah, it looks like it has been picked or harvested, I should say. A couple of years ago, or actually more than that, a few years ago, corn prices plummeted, so it wasn't feasible for the farmers to actually harvest the corn. You know what? I'm looking at this. No, it looks like it has been harvested. Never mind. So anyway, a few years ago, it wasn't worth it for them to harvest, so they just let the corn rot on the field, and then at the end of the season, they just clean everything up, corn and stalk and everything. Because it was more expensive to buy the gas and either rent the machines or use your own machines to harvest the corn, and then come back and cut down everything, than to just let it rot and then just at the end of the season just cut everything down. Good news, my son, my number 3, who's a junior in high school who plays soccer, just told me that supposedly either tomorrow or next Friday they're going to have their first soccer game, so that'll be fun to watch. I enjoy watching my kids playing soccer. Maybe a live stream his soccer game if I do that. That'd be a good idea. I filmed their games with my GoPro, I'm not a professional. I don't have very fancy equipment to film my kids' soccer games. But I like watching it, and I like watching them play soccer, and then I like just watching them later, the highlights sometimes. A few years ago, maybe 6, 7, 8 years ago, my oldest made it to he was in the ODP program, the Olympic Development Program here in Wisconsin. He was not selected to represent Wisconsin at the ODP regional tournament, but he was invited to play with a team from the Dakotas. So we got to go down to Rockford, Illinois, and see him play. And there was a dad from I forget where they were from what state they were from, but he had this camera with a telescopic pole that it went up like 40 feet up in the air, and so so what he did is that he plugged in his camera to the top of the pole, and then telescoped it up 40 feet, and then in front of him he had like a little screen, so he knew what he was videotaping. He saw what he was videotaping. So that was very cool. Up here to the left, a very common scene this time of the year, a tractor going through the highway and making everybody else late. But yeah, so this guy, and I went up to him, I told him, I'm jealous of you, because he was really cool, and the whole contraption was, he had its own dolly, so he moved it with a dolly. But yeah, he put his camera on top and telescoped it up 40 feet and up in the air and angled it down, and he could, record the entire game from an unobstructed view, and you get a better view of what everybody's doing. So, hey, Analia, you're eating lunch? Well, I hope you have a good lunch. Your dummy brother, I was going to say something else, but your dummy brother, who was the one who hopefully plays either tomorrow or next Friday, forgot his lunch on the counter. I, as a parent, get up early and make him a ham and cheese sandwich and give him some cookies and a cheese string and a go-gurt and, I give him this lunch with all these things for him to snack throughout the day. Left it in the counter. That's the story of my life. You do all this stuff for your kids, and then they don't appreciate it. That's not true. They do appreciate it sometimes. But yeah, but he looked at his... So I called him when they were going to school, because I had to run back to my house to get something. And I'm like, why did you take your lunch? It's like, oh, I thought the lunch bag was empty. And I'm like, seriously? So instead of looking to see, hey, my dad made some food for me, no, he's just not going to eat a hot lunch at school. Honestly, I think that's what he wanted, just to eat a hot lunch, and then that was going to be his excuse. Oh, I didn't know you did something. For those of you keeping track, I just left Kewaunee County, and I am now in Brown County. Hey, Analia, thanks for... I'm not making fun of you. I'm making fun of Noah. Yeah, for my other viewer, Analia is my daughter. Oh, I'm down to one viewer. Sorry to the other viewer who left. So I'm in Brown County, and actually this little town of Poland should be coming up pretty soon. Actually, I think my daughter is the one who left, because they only have like a 15-minute lunch break or something like that. Her school is going full-time. I'll rephrase that. Her school is having... gave its students the option to either go to the school, with the appropriate, with the mask and stuff like that, or to do it online. And apparently quite a bit of the high school students, because my daughter, Analia, who's here, was here, she's a freshman there, have elected to go to school. So both she and her brother Noah are going to school, actually going to the school and sitting in class and stuff like that. And his school, their school, they're having, at least soccer is practicing and hopefully playing soon. But my youngest, she is going to school online or remotely, however you're gonna say it. So every day she stays at her mom's, and because we have it set up there, her computer and her notebooks and everything. So she goes there, or she stays there depending on the day of the week. And here's Poland, an unincorporated town, which in Wisconsin that basically means it's a small town. But yeah, so my youngest, she is school inside at 1 o'clock. I guess online school it's faster than regular school because you don't have as many breaks and deal with so much stuff, I guess. So she's done by 1, and then usually she immediately gets her homework done. So the days that I pick her up, she doesn't have to do anything at my house school related. Oh goodness, I don't know why I'm so tired. I'm glad it's almost the weekend though. Speaking of which, tomorrow morning I am going to be driving to Sheboygan because I'm going to spend there most of the working day. So I'm going to do another live stream of me just driving through Wisconsin because I'm driving through Wisconsin and I have nothing else to do. So I'm going to stream it, and if anybody wants to join me, they're welcome to. And if nobody wants to join me, I'll just talk to myself. Because I am one of those people who enjoys hearing the sound of my own voice. But if anybody stops by, they are welcome to join the conversation, and we can talk about pretty much anything. I prefer to stay away from United States politics, but if people want to talk about that, we'll talk about it as long as people are civil to each other. So I think I'm halfway between now and Green Bay, because Green Bay basically I'm Highway 29, then we hit Interstate 43, and then Green Bay is basically there. And then it'll be very easy for me just to jump on the freeway and then go to the jail. The problem is that I can't remember when people at the jail go to lunch, because I can't. Because obviously to see my client, he has to, because when they eat in the morning, when they have breakfast, lunch, or dinner, we are not allowed to talk to them because they are eating, obviously. And the jail does not, and they shouldn't. I mean, but yeah, so they don't accommodate for people to eat afterwards. But yeah, even though it's sunny where I am, I guess clouds are coming in. The past few days, actually, unfortunately, the fires down on the West Coast, unfortunately, people have lost their lives or their property. But we've gotten some of the smoke and ash reach the Midwest earlier this week. And I mean, it didn't affect our quality of life. I mean, it was up in the atmosphere. It didn't come down to where we down to ground level. But it made for some beautiful sunsets and sunrises. But I didn't take any pictures or video of that. I mean, it's beautiful, but think of the beauty that came out of something so horrible as people dying or losing their property of those fires. So I guess that's life. And I want to say again, for anybody who stops by, and I can't tell if anyone's here or not, but I am not driving from Manitowoc to Green Bay. I was in Kewaunee. I'm just not very smart. That's my excuse. Oh my goodness, I am so behind at work, and I'm not at work today. Or I mean, I'm at work, but I'm not at the office doing stuff that I'm supposed to be doing, because I have to come to Kewaunee, and then I have to go to Green Bay. Hey, I'll be in the office later today. I should be there by 3 at latest. Well, that's not true. Yeah, I think so. I guess it depends when my next court hearing is. I think it's at 2, but I'm not sure. And I was going to do this earlier. I mean, I had hoped to leave Kewaunee earlier, like half an hour earlier, but I had to help my client talk to some people here after the court hearing. So that's why I'm a little bit later than I thought. Oh, but we're almost, okay, so we're almost, oh, you know what? I think I am, is it really just a little bit after 12? Yep. Oh, so I am going to go, okay, yeah, so good. I am going to go to the jail instead of my meeting at 1 because I should have plenty of time. Something very common in Wisconsin in the last few years, roundabouts. They popped up, well, I don't know if it's all Wisconsin, but certainly northeastern Wisconsin, roundabouts have popped up all over the place. Some people complain because, you have to deal to the roundabouts, and apparently they do cause a lot of smaller accidents, but they prevent catastrophic T-boning type of accident, so that's good. Hey, another viewer stopped by and immediately left. Yeah, I'm not the most entertaining person, I get that, but that's okay. Now I'm just behind this nice truck. Going towards Interstate 43, like the nice sign says there. Okay. Yeah, so I am almost in Green Bay, which is nice. And then I'll just go to the jail and talk to my guy. Obviously, I cannot do this once I get to the jail. I'm gonna have to stop the stream, which is good for you guys. You don't have to put up with me anymore. Man, but it is a beautiful day. This will be more exciting once it starts snowing. Then I can do this, and you guys can, for those of you who live in places that don't snow, you'll see the pain of driving when places that snow, where there's snow. All right, who's got it? I guess I have the right of way. I'll go. Oh, goodness. Yeah, sorry about that. I have a very old minivan. Well, it's not that old. It's only 10 years old, but I've put in, how many miles does this have? 327,824 miles. So yeah, so there's things about this minivan that are not as they ought to be. So yeah, so whenever I go through a little, when the road is not very smooth, you can really feel it and hear it. But here we are, Highway 43. So we're basically almost in Green Bay. So what I'm going to do is that I think I have time to go to the jail, have my client sign the paperwork I need him to sign, and then I'll just go to my meeting at 1 o'clock. And then I have court, but my meeting is right outside of the courthouse, so I just have to review some documents and sign some documents. And then I'll go to my courthouse, and then I'll go down to Appleton again from Green Bay, another half an hour drive, 40-minute drive. Okay. Well, I hope everyone's having a good day today, Thursday afternoon here in Wisconsin. It's a beautiful part of the country, the Midwest, the upper Midwest. All right, let's pass this Winnebago. Let's see, which way am I going to go? I am going to 43 North. Yeah, that's where I'm going. I'm pretty sure that's where I need to go to the jail. Hey, Grow Lancer. Yeah, long time no see. You know what? I never did get that tarantula. what we plan to do is that we're gonna go back. I'm gonna go down there again in the spring for spring break, and then we're gonna hunt for them again. How are things in Toronto? Oh jeez. I am right now driving from, I know it says Manitowoc, but I'm an idiot. I'm actually coming from Kewaunee, the town of Kewaunee by Lake Michigan to Green Bay. Yeah, I hope things are good with you up in Toronto. School should have started. Were you in school already when we were talking last time, or were you about to start school? I forget. Yeah, right now I'm actually going to go to I'm on my way to jail, believe it or not. I'm going to the jail here in Green Bay to see someone. And then I have to go see somebody else somewhere else to sign some documents, and then I have to go to the courthouse. Oh, hey, oh, so you're waiting for class to start? Well, good. Well, thank you for stopping by. Yeah, not a very exciting stream right now. I'm just basically driving from one town to another town in Wisconsin. No, I don't have a friend in jail. I'm actually I'm an attorney for a living, and I do a lot of immigration, but I also do criminal. So I have to go see a client at the jail. Because I speak Spanish, I help Spanish-speaking people all over the northeastern Wisconsin. So that's why I was in Kewaunee County, or in Center Kewaunee, the town of Kewaunee. I was helping a client out, and now I have to go talk to another one at the jail here in Green Bay. And then I have to be at the courthouse for another client here in Green Bay. And then I'll then I'll go back to my office in Appleton. But I was talking to my son, who's in school down in Dallas, and he was saying that all but one of his classes are in person. But yeah, economics, he said, it's in online. Yeah, I don't think I'd say that I was a liar. I don't like telling people, because people immediately think of, oh, you're an ambulance chaser. And no, I'm also doing immigration and criminal law. I'm a professional. I try to, at least my profession is, I try to be, obviously when I'm in court, I'm a professional. You know, my third and fourth children, they are in high school here in the States, in Hortonville, and their school went full-time. Or I'm sorry, I rephrase that. They gave people the option to either go stay at home or go to school, and most people chose to go to school. Personally, I apologize. Let's see where this is bouncing now. In my post-lawyer life, you could be a professional exterminator. Maybe. Although, it's one thing to go hunting for tarantulas in an open field where you're the one looking for them and you can kind of control what's happening. It's another thing to go into someone's house and be in a closed space and then look for bugs. Because if it wasn't clear last time, I'm kind of a chicken. When it comes to bugs. Well, see, the funny thing is here in the United States, or at least here in Wisconsin, it's crazy because each school district made its own rules, like locally. So my number 5, she's completely online, but my 3 and 4 are half hybrid, or however you're gonna say it. It's crazy. Yeah, well, that's true. Though, yeah, fighting those spiders was kind of fun. Although, I gotta tell you, I could the next couple of days, especially after the bay hit, we were by the hay bales. Uh, my feet got all this little red welts. So I think that I got some fleas on my feet when we were exterminating those spiders with our trusty sneakers, as you say. And I don't know if you were there at the end, but you know how I could always say that I could see the reflection of the spider's eyes, and my brother and my nephew are like, "You're crazy! We can't see that." Well, at the end, the last day we went out looking for tarantulas. I realized that it's because I had the headlight, so the light was in sync with my eyes, so that's why I could see it. Because once they put that on, or they did the same thing with their flashlights, my brother started seeing them too. Yeah, it's a good. Oh, there's a cop there. Yeah, it's a good thing my kids are older. I don't need a babysitter because, yeah, I mean, my youngest, she's 11, almost 12. She'll be 12 in January. So, yeah, she can take care of herself. She can. She gets hungry, she can make herself a sandwich. So, yeah. Yeah, my feet were fine. It was very itchy. Just, oh my goodness. I wake up in the middle of the night scratching my feet. But I'm fine now. Um, oh my goodness, why would you want to watch those videos? I mean, if you want, you're fine. But yeah, what I've done is that I upload or download my videos into my YouTube account, Wismex, in YouTube, just so that just so that I can see them later. But to be honest with you, I don't watch them that often. Wisconsin's any? Oop, I can read the last part. Give me 1 second. If Wisconsin has any bugs too. So interestingly, inside of my house, especially in the half bath downstairs, the past couple of years, spiders make like little spider waves, little spiders, nothing big, and it's kind of cool to see them catch little insects. So sometimes I'll actually throw little insects so that I can see them eat them. So maybe I'll do a broadcast of that. Yeah, I have a YouTube. It's called Wismex on YouTube, and that's what I do. I upload them there, and I've seen a couple of them, just like highlights. I don't know if you've seen it on my Twitch. I did a highlight when I almost ran into that big old spider web. That was scary. Yeah, we do have spiders in Wisconsin. Yeah, they're definitely good. We do have some big ones in the summer, but you're right. It's it's fall. Fall is coming. So fall is a coming. So those spiders are going. They're weaving their spider we call them nest eggs, and then they're preparing for the cold weather. Oh, yeah, thanks for subbing. I appreciate it. Yeah, I just want to dump everything. Bro Girl answer, I got to go because this is the Brown County Jail. I'm going to see if I can talk to my client real quick. I might log in back tomorrow morning because I'm going to Sheboygan, and then I'll do this again. Yeah, that's true. I'll find some bugs.